What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Another new pod.
Yeah.
Bro, I
How's
swear I
everyone feeling?
yawn every single time we intro.
Miles, I'm gonna need a yawn counter for every podcast Ben's done. No.
Every time I yawn or sneeze in a pod.
Mhm.
Anytime
I thought
any of
it'd
us fuck up in the pod. Okay, let's go. Count from one.
I thought it'd be a perfect icebreaker for this pod to say my favorite snack of all time is the party-sized bag of peanut M&Ms.
Specifically party size.
Listen, I've probably ate 85% of this bag by myself.
Damn.
I like
I
paint
think
chips.
I think that's a flex. Did you say you like what chips? Paint?
Paint chips, bro.
What the hell are paint chips?
Paint chips, bro.
You know, it's like when your paint chips
the
off.
wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
God, Garrett.
Snacks.
sorry, I'm not. I don't know.
He's not too well versed in paint chips, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not too well versed in drywall. But how was everyone's weekend?
Yeah,
I work all weekend.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
pretty
already
good.
three times I've yawned. That's how tired I
Yeah,
am.
you probably should go take a nap after this podcast.
Or just go to bed straight
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, but then the second I wake up tomorrow, that means I'm going to work.
Exactly.
That's what
There you
sucks.
go.
I'm in this routine of the second I get home, I got like 2 or 3 hours to do what I want. And I'm probably sleeping.
Yeah, that
I
sucks.
I go to bed at 10 like every night.
Yeah, if we weren't trying to get a house right now, I tell you to quit your job. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
yeah.
It's not a
Well,
super great
I mean,
option.
yeah. I mean, I did have a little bit of news. We kind of talked about it, like, if you're watching this podcast or listening to it, we took a week off because me, Matthew, and Miles went to Las Vegas for an NAB. Sadly, Ben isn't in college, so he couldn't come with us this year. But hopefully next
Boo.
year. But it was fun. A lot of cool stuff happened there. A lot of cool stuff that we're going to be doing. Like, we switched over to Podbean. I know everyone listening to this does not care, but if you're interested in maybe making a podcast or producing a podcast, use Podbean. It's awesome. Works wonders for us. We had troubles with Anchor in the past. Nothing against Anchor. Just it's a better switch for us, better place for us to go. So
Yes, sir.
A little bit
Shout-
against Anchor.
yeah, a little bit against Anchor. But shout out to
Hey,
Podbean for
you guys used to be good.
shout out to Podbean for being super like helpful and collaborative in this process. We
Yeah.
appreciate that. Little shout out to them. Yeah, NAB was fun. That's kind of what we've been doing that whole last week. But now we're back
Got
into the
some free
routine.
stuff.
Yeah.
Matthew got a free headset that he literally cannot use
Why?
because
'Cause-
it's a radio headset, so
Oh, yeah.
it has to have another one.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I mean, it's pretty cool if he's just gonna wear it around. But
just to look
It's so
cool.
unpractical.
yeah.
Just wear it
Quick
on set.
Quick little sidetrack before we get to like the pod. But does anyone else or everyone but Matthew, do you just play with your beard like this?
Dude, I do it all the
Yes.
time.
I,
I
Dude,
don't
this
like
is-
right to here. Like
I
my
trimmed
See,
it
I don't-
down. I trimmed it down because I had this bad habit of pulling out my hair. I was pulling out like hairs that were like 3 inches long.
Yeah, see, I'm not pulling them out. It's just like
No, I'm just pulling them.
it's real quick. Like I can't do
Matthew,
the
you're
sides of my
massaging
face,
your chin, okay?
I'm not.
dude. It's weird. Like you can see it pulling, but it looks like he's pulling nothing.
Let's see, he has a string attached to his chin and
And
just
Miles has got the Abraham Lincoln beard.
Matthew's an
bro.
airbender.
Like, bro.
I'm trying to grab the Fu Manchu. Just hang it down
Dude,
here.
like mine's almost connecting right here. Like it's almost connected right here fully. It's just right here where it's like messing up.
What throws me off
sucks.
with your mustache, Miles, is the fact that like you don't have any hair for like 2 millimeters above your lip.
I had to cut. I have to cut it because it curls down and touches like the inside, like on my
Yeah.
lip, and it feels so fucking weird.
I'm
I'd
terrified.
rather my facial hair look weird than have me suffer.
I'm terrified of trimming my mustache because if I miss it, I have to shave this whole thing off. And
You know
that
how
would
many
be
times
Dude,
I've
that'd be a
just
bummer.
shaved my full face when I go like too short on one side? It's like
That only happened to
motherfucker,
me
we
a
gotta
couple
go
months
balling
ago.
out.
see because like it doesn't even look bad. Like from a distance, it probably wouldn't look bad. But me internally, I'm like,
You're like, no.
it's
I
got to
hate the way
go
I
away.
look
Dude.
without a beard. I have to have a
Same.
facial hair.
Mhm.
See, I wouldn't say a full beard, but me going clean shaven will probably never happen again.
Like he'll shave the sideburns, but that's it.
They're not a sideburns. It's a full beard now. That is
It connects.
You got
That
like
is
an,
full-
you
But
got
no,
like
when I'm
80%
saying when
of a
you do
beard right there.
shave, when you do shave, you just shave the sides.
Yeah, sometimes I'll go for just the mustache, but that's if I'm feeling Pedro Pascal-y.
Top Gun.
See, now Pedro Pascal can say his name's been used as a verb.
100% has.
Yeah, I already 100% has
Before,
on
yeah.
TikTok, bro.
Well, so for news, since I was also the news guy this week, there wasn't really anything me and Matthew, like crazy me and Matthew saw, other than like for TV mainly. There was some cool stuff like TV, like Dave
Twilight
Filoni.
reboot.
I was gonna bring that up. Lupin the Third. Dave Filoni's establishing maybe a new show after The Mandalorian.
Another one? Damn. How many more Star Wars shows do we need from that era?
I guess a lot.
I like how Matthew's complaining
Infinite.
about Star Wars when it's one of his favorite shits of all time.
I know, but we need new stuff. We need like High Republic.
We're getting that,
We're
Matthew.
getting
Do you
it.
not
I
watch
know,
the
but
Star Wars
it's-
celebration?
We're just getting so much more like between the
See,
Rise
yeah.
of the New Republic and the
It's gotten to
First
the point
Order.
where like you can't watch Star Wars like chronologically without watching like 80 plus hours of content.
Yeah,
It's
That's
slowly becoming
ridiculous.
the MCU at this point.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
So I like love all the new content, but for people that are just getting into Star Wars, they got to watch a show that's like 7 seasons, 5 other shows, 8
11
movies.
It's 11.
All right.
Well, if they're watching the Skywalker saga, they don't need to watch Solo and fucking Rogue One. They don't
Yeah,
need
you gotta
to.
watch. You gotta watch
Yeah.
The Mandalorian because Luke shows up.
Just go to
Well, it's
YouTube and
like-
look up
And
all
Boba
of Star
Fett.
Wars summarized, and you'll be fine.
Well, if somebody's just
Star
coming to
Wars
Star
timeline.
Wars, all you gotta for somebody who just coming to Star Wars, I feel like you just gotta watch the first 9 movies. That sounds like a lot, realistically.
Clone Wars.
But just watch those movies first, and if you feel like you want to watch more of it, then watch more of it. If not,
Yeah.
then
See,
who
Well,
cares?
it's like you gotta watch the first 30 movies.
I'm
order
not
to
well
understand
versed
the
in Star Wars
lineage.
at all. Like I've only seen the movies. I haven't seen a single. Okay, well I guess that's not true. I've seen a little bit of
We
the
have season 1
Mandalorian
of
and stuff.
Mandalorian, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that stuff, but like I couldn't tell you what happens in it just because that's not my stuff. But I feel like maybe from a casual fan perspective of someone watching Star Wars, maybe they don't care that much about all of the information, so they'll just skip. But if you're
it could be kind of
if you're
cool.
trying to get all of the information, then you do have to do that whole 80 plus hours of content.
I think it is
Well,
kind of
it's like
cool
with
that you can just pick like an era of Star Wars. Like maybe you want to watch the Skywalker saga, or you can go and read the High Republic, or you can just watch some of the TV shows, and you can just like pick pieces and worlds of Star Wars,
Yeah.
which is cool. Which is why I like the Mandalorian until they brought Luke Skywalker in.
We needed another
Like,
Jedi.
If we
There's
get like
so many more.
we need to get
Outcasted.
Star Wars content that has like nothing to do with anything. Like no connection to the Mandalorian, no connection to Ahsoka, no connection to anything.
Yeah.
Literally like
James Mangold, bro, his movie that's coming out like when is it 25,000 years
before
before
any with the new
The
Star Wars
first ever
stuff.
Jedi, yeah.
that's fire.
first ever Force user, not necessarily a Jedi.
No, it says Jedi.
I don't give a shit.
We're also getting a possible new spin-off show to Game of Thrones called Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. George R. Martin was talking about that a couple days ago.
We need
on
more Game of
top-
Thrones.
on top of
House of the Dragon season 2, right?
Yeah.
there's House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, but there's also supposed to be the Jon Snow spin-off series that's hopefully happening. I like Jon Snow.
Less
be dope.
spin-offs, more
Why do we-
original content, please,
Why do
Hollywood.
we have so many like franchise spin-offs of these TV shows? I get they're
I can
cool.
answer that
We'll
for you,
watch
Miles.
them. I know they want money.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole
But
thing.
it's like we don't need. I mean, I
See,
think it's cool
Game
setting
of
it in the same
Thrones-
universe, but it's just like why?
See, Game of Thrones and House and Dragon, it's like I'd say maybe throw in Star Wars and stuff like that.
The MCU.
They leave areas of space to build new stories, and I think that's good.
Yeah.
But when they just end off a show like The Walking Dead, and then they say, "Why don't we just make this character that died? Give him a whole show." Like it makes no sense. If it connects to the timeline, I get it. So I don't know. I haven't even seen Game of Thrones, so I can't really say much about this new Knights of the Seven
The
Kingdom.
world's massive. There's tons of stories you can tell, but I completely understand why they're doing it because it's
Money.
an established IP that makes a lot of money. Game of Thrones is one of
Mhm.
the most watched shows of all time.
Yep.
But some of these things you don't really need it.
I mean, the last piece of big news that I saw for TV, Barry season 4 has been highly
It's
highly
so good.
4 or 5 stars on Empire, which doesn't really
It's
mean
so
shit.
good. They dropped the first 2 episodes and one coming out tonight while we're recording.
Hmm So apparently that show is pretty good. And then for movie news, Ghosted, Ana de Armas, Chris Evans'
Garbage.
ass. I'm not surprised. Listen, I am a Ana de Armas stan, man. Right?
And I'm a Chris Evans stan.
But the last 3 godforsaken movies she's put out have been dog shit.
Also,
Wait,
now
now
when-
me, Garrett.
can we just say she works with Chris Evans a lot?
There's got to be something going on there, bud.
You guys see the clip though of they were talking about Chris Evans is like, I don't think I've ever ghosted somebody, and then Anna like looks to the camera, she's like, well. So
I mean, she's Cuban. I'm not surprised.
Hey, what?
That's not a bash at
what
Cuban
does that
women.
mean? What does that
That's
mean?
not-
Yeah, what? Wait, what's
not a
what's
bashing-
what's the punchline, Garrett?
Nothing. I was just being an asshole.
Well,
just
that's
really
what they
upset-
all say.
I'm just really upset she's making bad movies.
Well, it's
And
like,
I say
was
this-
No Time
well-
to Die any good?
Oh, No Time to Die was fire, but that's like
Talking
James
about,
Bond.
Well, it's like, what other
Um,
movies has she been a part of
Like
recently?
Rayman.
Blonde,
Rayman,
not
Blonde.
rating well. Rayman, ass. Ghosted, ass. What was it? Stillwater, Deepwater with Ben Affleck. Like, come on, dude.
Darkwater.
Like, I
Ooh.
don't understand it, and it gets to a point. It's like I know it's not her acting ability because we've seen her act very well,
It's
like in
not
Knives
her.
Out.
She just picks bad roles. Same thing with Chris
She's-
Evans.
Yeah, they're just picking movies
Chris
because they
Evans
want
is
to
a
be
great actor, but the man can make some bad ones.
It's like
But
at
they're
this
never
point,
the
I feel
bad
like-
parts of it.
I feel like at this point in Hollywood, we're getting so much content that we don't need. If producers and production companies and
It's quantity over quality.
exactly, if
Mhm.
they took the time to make these scripts good and they took the time, 6 months of filming, like we went from 6 to 7 months to even sometimes a full years of filming
But
to like
2 to
a month.
3.
Like I just directed my first ever movie, or I shouldn't say movie, my first ever scene,
Film.
and in 5 hours, it is stressful as hell. But they're taking 12-hour days to shoot like 6 scenes. Just take that extra time to make them good. And I don't understand why we don't.
I do
So
like directing.
Part of it is like,
oh, I loved it. I loved it so much. Let me tell you though, it was stressful in the beginning. Like there was at one point where I had a shot that literally mimicked another shot, made no sense for me to have it.
Mhm.
And our professor goes, like, why do you need this shot? And I was like trying to give an explanation. And he was like, and then I sat there and he's like, well, it's just not going to work. And I was like, what should I do? And he's like, well, I'm the lighting guy. So then at that point, like the stress hits in and you're just like, oh shit. But I'd say after like 2 hours in, I was chilling,
That's how
got
I
my
feel.
feet set. Yep. It's stressful, but it's fun, dude. Definitely still something I want to do for my career. But I will say, I think I like screenwriting a little bit more currently. That's just because my skill set's better.
Mhm.
I've had more time to polish it. What else do we have? I think the only big news I saw, like Juno Temple joins Venom 3, but I didn't even know who that is.
Dude, she's from Ted Lasso.
Uh,
Hmm.
we did
Yeah,
have
that's
3
none of us
pretty big
mentioned.
trailers come out though. New
Also,
Fast
season
10
three of
trailer.
Ted Lasso is also fire.
I heard. We got a new trailer for Fast 10, a new trailer for Godzilla vs Kong, coming out in
It's not
2024.
Godzilla versus Kong. It's God
Oh, it's
X Kong.
X Kong.
They're fighting
What does that even
something
mean?
else.
I think they're
It's
fighting
just a
together now, right?
collab, yeah.
Godzilla times
well,
Kong.
because isn't it like it's not like Mothra, but it's like the Hydra monster.
Well, I thought
No,
they
no,
beat
no.
that one.
It's
King
an-
Ghidorah?
it's
Yeah,
another-
they already
It's
beat
another
King
monkey.
Ghidorah.
But this one's like a weird universe bullshit thing. They'll probably
So
have
this
to
one
so
guy,
explain.
he was
The
talking about how
MonsterVerse.
King Kong has never been called King Kong in these movies,
That's
and
Kong.
yeah, and so in this teaser, they're gonna fight this monster who's on a throne. So this guy's like, this is when King Kong becomes the king of the
That
monsters,
sounds
becomes
stupid.
King Kong.
If I don't
know,
see a,
man.
if I don't,
I don't
if there's
care
not a
about monsters.
shot, if there's not a shot of Kong ripping this dude's arms apart,
Dude,
that'd be sick.
he looks
dude.
like the Beast Titan.
Like Chewbacca does in the Lego Star Wars game. Just boop.
Yeah.
Well,
Sick
and then I
reference.
think we had an Insidious Red Door trailer. And that's basically it for this news this week. It's been kind of a weird week for film because all the big stuff came out last week while we were in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like it was necessary to bring that stuff up because if you're watching this podcast, you probably are somewhat in tune with the film industry. Unless you're some 14-year-old kid that's like, ooh, new podcast.
Making fun of all 14-year-olds out there.
Okay,
Yes.
the only thing I want to say from last week's news, the name change from HBO Max to Max is dumb.
wild.
It's
So
dumb.
stupid.
Makes no sense.
It's dumb.
Makes no sense. Because they're literally been HBO forever.
For what, like 20
Ever.
plus years now?
Dude, it's been well over like 40 years since they've been HBO. So
HBO
And they
isn't
just-
leaving. The HBO part of the Max logo is leaving.
It's stupid.
Yeah, but I still think like it's too stupid. Like, why would you get rid of the HBO? Even
HBO
though
Max
it's still
was
there,
clean.
technically.
That was a clean
HBO.
one. It wasn't like all these other one that was like Disney Plus, Discovery Plus, Apple TV Plus,
Well,
No,
it
HBO
worked
Max.
because
It sounds dope.
AMC Plus,
Yeah.
TMC Plus.
They're all
because
pluses.
I feel like the plus, it's a little vague and a little like I don't know, misconceiving,
Plus what?
mistreating the. But like yeah, but with Max, it's literally just HBO Max, like to the max. I don't. It just makes
Yeah.
sense. I don't know. Like
It's
it just
more
makes
HBO.
sense. Yeah, exactly. It just makes sense.
What does HBO stand for?
It's like
Miles, take a guess.
Dude, I was gonna say
Don't
home
look it up.
something entertainment, but there's no E in there. So
let me think. I'm trying to take a guess as well.
what is like home box? I don't know.
Operating system.
I was thinking like home broadcasting,
Operating system.
Operator?
maybe
Home
Operation.
box operator.
home box Oprah.
Homies being
What?
awesome
dude.
with an O.
What does HBO Max stand for?
I was about to look it up, but you already got it, Miles. So for today's
HBO.
podcast, Ben came up with a really good game.
Yeah.
And if you usually watch our podcast or follow how we kind of do our template here, we kind of leave the game for last. But what does it stand for?
It stands for home box office.
That's what I was gonna say, but I was like, nah, home box
No, it
office
wasn't.
sounds weird. No, I just doubted myself, so I was like, nah, that's not it.
It's a little
it
hot in your room,
definitely
Ben?
stands for-
Is it a little hot in your room?
Whose room? Wait, what?
Rose likes in the dark?
Those are just
Uh,
shadows.
But yeah, for anyone that usually watches our podcast, we'll put our games at the end of the pod. But Ben came up with a really good idea of this game that has multiple questions, but it also has to relate with us. With us guessing other stuff, and me and Matthew were talking about it. We were like, that's probably going to take a lot of the time up, but it's also going to drive a couple of good conversations, and we can really kind of delve into each other more. So that's really going to be the focal of this. Is we're just going to kind of get right into it. I feel like, we've already been recording for 20 minutes, which I feel like that's what we talked about though. We wanted to kind of have a bit of an intro and then just kind of hop into this. I'm excited though because.
Okay. I'll
Me and Matthew
explain
were
it.
talking a little pregame about it. We were talking about our answers a little like for you two, and they're different for sure. So it's exciting. I'm excited.
All right.
I don't know about
Ben,
what takes for
I
Garrett or
think-
Matthew, man.
I think the show that this game is based off of is called the Newlywed Game, where you like write down an answer and then your partner has to guess what you
Yes.
wrote.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's that game. But basically, I asked everyone 5 random film questions, and you have to write down your answers, but then you also have to guess what everyone else's answers would be. And so the first question, let me pull it up. The first question would be, what movie do you think describes you best?
Okay, I think we should do this. Ben goes first, Matthew, Miles, Garrett. You know what I mean? Just do one person at a time.
So you want me to guess you
Yeah,
guys' and then you'll guess mine?
Yeah.
Yeah. For Miles, the movie that I feel like describes him best, that personally I think describes him best, but also what he thinks, is Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Sorry, there's this shit on my desk.
And then
Okay.
for
Okay.
Matthew, I don't know if he picks this, but I picked Free Guy.
Free Guy? That's a
Damn.
fire pick.
And then
It's a
for Garrett,
fire.
kind of the out of box pick. Pick the movie Dope. Shamik Moore. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
I have.
No.
I've seen Dope. That's hilarious. Dope. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Wait,
for
I mean,
Ben,
Did I get these right?
no.
Wait, yeah, because we have to wait for everybody else to say their picks.
Oh, yeah, I'm tripping balls. Yeah. No, you didn't get mine right.
I figured I
But
didn't.
Dude,
I will say, though,
I completely forgot that was the first question, so I kind of skipped over it. And then
Yeah,
So did
Matthew.
So did Matthew. I was like,
I
what?
thought that was just the name of it. I thought it was
No,
what
that's just how the
movies
notes
best
app work. The
describe you.
first thing you write becomes the header.
Yeah.
That's
weird.
Yeah, that is hilarious as fuck, though. You picked Dope. That's funny.
Am
And
I
Matthew's-
wrong though?
no, that isn't.
I would pick Star Wars or some
I can
dumb
see
shit.
the similarities. And when I was going through, I was really trying to delve into the mind of all four of us. Like, what are they thinking?
Yeah.
Dude,
So that's
Matthew
funny-
and
that's
you were
funny
the
if I was-
hardest people to
you know.
fucking do it for, because I'm like, Matthew never really talks about his favorite
changing
actors or
Garrett's
anything.
movie that describes him.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay,
I honestly
but-
couldn't.
so
I don't
Garrett,
even
I got
know
it
what
wrong.
the first question would be.
Mm-hmm.
Miles.
I'll say it's fairly accurate because I don't really have another answer.
I'd like to also say that was my answer for Miles. Was Scott Pilgrim vs. World.
I was just gonna
gonna
put
say
down
that, but I
everybody's
changed
favorite
it.
movie, but like, does that really embody
Matthew.
them as a person?
Oh, I'm going next. Okay.
No,
So,
no.
let's see.
Did I get it right?
No.
What a bitch!
I said that like 5 times.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Matthew. What are your guesses?
So which order is it? You.
It doesn't
Whatever you
matter.
want.
Okay. So for
I'm keeping
Garrett,
track of my points, just so you guys
Okay.
know.
Mhm.
for Garrett, for his movie that best describes him, Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke.
Dude,
Wild.
I have some.
That's a funny ass pick too.
For Miles, I have Spider-Man 2002.
You picked the lamest one.
I was gonna pick Scott Pilgrim, but I was like, no, everybody else is gonna pick that. I'm gonna be different.
Yeah, you want points, man.
Yeah, bro. I want to get it wrong.
All right,
Ben?
Matthew.
I can confidently say I'm gonna get most of these wrong. So just so you guys are
For
aware.
Ben, I picked Back to the Future.
I don't think that's
Was that
Now-
right? Was I wrong?
It's not the one I picked, but I can see it.
I knew it, Matthew. Get fucked.
I have two
right.
answers for Ben, but I'm like, I don't really know.
Was I right
Yeah,
on any
You
of them?
didn't.
Garrett, no,
No.
definitely not. Miles, no. I knew that, and then Ben, no.
Yeah, I'm starting off strong, buddy. I'll go next. So, Ben, I picked Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I have a very detailed answer as to why.
Okay.
I have a very detailed answer as to why, but I'll go back. Miles, I also did Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And for Matthew, this shit's funny to me. I put Meet the Fockers. And I
have
only
not
say
seen
that-
movie.
Okay, I say Meet the Fockers because you're in a weird time in your life where both your sides of your family are like friends, and you're right in the
That's
middle of that.
wild.
So I'm like, I guess that best describes your life right now.
Yeah, I'm
It's like I don't know, because like in the movie, like Ben Stiller's character, he's like, I'm just trying to chill. And then for Ben, the reason why I picked Zack Snyder's Justice League is because I feel like every time we have a conversation, it has some form of a comic book reference, some form of it. And I feel like that movie just embodies you, dude. The way you just talk about it all the time, the direction, I feel like that's the way you would direct, the way you would write the movie.
Yeah. What is
That's
it?
Ben.
The 3-4 aspect ratio? That's how I shoot
Mhm.
everything.
Exactly.
Good
Everything in
picks,
3-4.
Garrett, for Ben. Good picks for Ben, Garrett. I totally
Yeah.
believe that
wrong.
he would. It's wrong. I know that. If we're gonna go with me next, I put down almost everybody's favorite
Hold
movies,
on.
though.
I only got one right. I only got Miles.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for this one, I kind of just put everybody's favorite movie because I couldn't really think of anything that describes you the most that I've seen, or at least I couldn't remember. I put 2 for Ben. I put Back to the Future or Inside, and so like one of
Good
those
picks,
two.
both wrong.
Sandlot, I picked for
It's
Garrett
Dark
because
Knight- or
that's
it's
his favorite
Batman v
movie,
Superman.
and then Revenge of the Sith for Matthew because simp.
Oh, okay. You went with the simp route. I went with the going the dark side.
Going for the dark side.
But no, you got.
You are
think you're ready.
wrong.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey,
I
I
just
like
put down
the
people's
Sandlot
favorite
pick,
movies though.
The Sandlot is a good pick. I
Garrett,
thought about it.
What's yours?
Yeah.
Mid 90s, and I say mid 90s because
I forgot about
relate-
that for you.
I relate to every character in that movie. Like fourth grade wants to be a director. Knock really just wants to make it big and be successful. His name's fuck shit, but we'll just call him FS. FS just
What
kind
you
of wants to
just
chill and party. All right, fuck. I don't want to just keep saying his name. FS just wants to party and hang out. And then Sunburn, he's like trying to figure out what he wants to do in life and like figure the whole thing out. And I feel like it just kind of embodies the way I like live my life. Just be chilling.
Matthew, what was your answer?
Deadpool, because Ryan Reynolds is one of my favorite actors, and I love that kind of comedy.
I thought you were gonna say
Man,
because I am Ryan Reynolds.
Dude,
My question is, how does that describe you?
I would a merc with the
That's-
I
mouth.
can kind of see it.
Yeah.
I guess I can kind of see it. You have cancer?
No.
I'm
No,
not.
I'm just kidding.
Isn't merc mean
that
like
why you have the beanie on?
mercenary?
Matthew, take off the beanie.
Yeah. No, I
It's
don't want to.
leukemia. Matthew got leukemia, guys.
It looks like
Exactly. Right.
Hey,
it looks-
I'm not laughing at cancer. I'm laughing at the joke.
Matthew, what the fuck you doing? Just pushing it over your
I-
face?
yeah.
I can kind of see
All right,
that.
Ben, what'd you pick?
The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Ugh.
I would have never guessed that a day in my life.
That is the most
No.
accurate representation of my entire life I've ever
Ugh.
seen in a movie.
It's chaos.
Fire movie. I fight
Yeah.
robots daily.
Yeah.
God.
Miles,
Great.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
So I
you think
completely
about-
forgot the question, and so I put down question mark for a lot of my answers because I'm like, I don't fucking know. And so
Yes.
I just put it down because it's my favorite movie. So
I have 1 point.
I have one.
I have none.
I have 0.
All right, Ben, take it away with the second one.
Second question.
This is interesting.
This one is. I didn't want to go with your favorite actor because I feel like we can all guess who everyone's favorite actor is. So I went with who's your second favorite actor.
Yeah.
And for Miles, I didn't know who to pick, so I picked Robert De Niro.
What the
What?
Not even close.
What?
That was my
Holy
out of the box pick.
Okay.
Goated actor. Goated actor.
Yes,
Not Miles'
yes,
taste.
100%.
Not Miles' taste.
Dude, I
He
couldn't.
doesn't really like Bobby De Niro, huh?
He's not a Bobby De Niro guy. For Matthew, it's kind of a bold pick, but I feel like it also makes sense. Jake Gyllenhaal.
That would make the most sense.
I think you got it, though.
Goated pick.
Good job,
Goated pick.
Ben.
Second
Yeah.
favorite
And
Shit.
person that was his
For
first.
Garrett, I know it switches all the time, but I went with a Ryan Gosling.
Nah.
You got
Good
the
pick,
wrong
though.
order, my brother.
Dude, you always pick between Brad Pitt and Ryan Gosling for like the past 5
Solid
months.
Yeah, solid pick.
Imagine his is Robert De Niro.
All right.
Brad Paisley.
For Miles, what'd you pick?
Brad
Or never mind, you already said.
the country singer?
I'm stupid.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
didn't get mine right. Yeah.
For me, for Garrett's second favorite actor, I put Ana de Armas.
Go pick. Not
But,
right, but good pick.
Yeah. For Miles, I put Michael Cera because I feel like someone overtook him recently, but I don't know who.
Dude, I only like him in Scott Pilgrim. I find him fucking annoying and everything else.
Dude, I was talking to myself before this, and I was like, Miles is literally just be like, dude, I don't know. And he's already said it like 4 times.
Wait, Miles, who's your favorite then?
It's not Michael Cera. He's
Yeah,
not even in the top 10.
Whoa.
Dude, you
Okay.
are Michael
What is it?
Cera though.
Yeah.
No, Matthew's
That's
Michael
wild.
Cera.
No.
Dear Juno! No.
No.
And then for
That's
Ben,
That's the girl.
Matthew's like Jonah Hill.
No.
what?
Matthew's fucking McLovin.
Maybe you can't
I
read
am
people.
McLovin.
I am 1041.
And then
All right,
for
Matthew.
Ben, I picked Tom Hardy because that man is in love with Tom Hardy. He's
It's
like
true, but that's
him.
not the answer.
No,
He is in
damn.
probably my top 5.
Not top 3.
Yep.
Damn.
Maybe.
Yeah, damn. So for Ben, I also said Tom Hardy.
I just
I
want
feel
to
like,
look like Tom Hardy.
yeah, I feel like when we talk about Tom Hardy,
You're like Tom
you-
Hardy,
yeah.
bro.
pretty high, you think pretty highly of him. So I was like, because I
He's
know
like
your number
when
one
I
was
talk about
JK.
Ryan
a
Reynolds.
fantastic actor.
See, because I had a JK number 1, obviously, but then I was
Yep.
telling Matthew, I was like, maybe he has Taika, but I was like, no, that's gonna be more of a director thing.
Yeah.
And then for Miles, I put John David Washington. Yeah, I don't know if how accurate that is, but we kind of like
he's more ahead of Michael Cera.
fucking Cera. Yeah, I knew that. I didn't know because I thought maybe John David Washington was number 1 because I couldn't tell you who number 2, 3, 4, or 5 is. 6, 7, 8, or 9,
like
or
Michael
10.
J. Fox might be in there.
Who?
Michael
Not-
J.
no.
Fox? What?
Oh, why can I not think of this man's
I'm
name?
like,
He
my
plays the
original-
Django?
Jamie Foxx?
Jamie
Oh,
Foxx,
okay.
yeah.
I can understand
Maybe
where
You
you
Fox
said
guys
is
mixed
there.
it up,
you said Michael J.
I,
Fox
yeah,
at
I'm
first.
retarded.
yeah.
Michael Jamie Foxx.
Michael
I,
J. Fox.
And then my first pick for Miles, I had Tobey Maguire, but I was like, I feel like that's kind of basic. So
Not
and then
even
for
close.
Matthew,
Let's be honest. Tobey Maguire, not that
a
great.
actor.
yeah, he's not that good. And
He's
then
okay.
I put Timothy Chalamet for Matthew, but obviously it's Jake Gyllenhaal. Just
Jake Gyllenhaal!
you meet ride Timmy a little bit, so I thought you might throw him
You
in the top
right
3.
me right Timmy out of all of us. Yes.
You meet ride Timmy.
At one
You
point,
literally-
you even said you looked like Timothy Chalamet in one of the
Yeah,
episodes.
you literally said I'm like you. Yeah, you said I'm Timothy Chalamet with blonde hair.
That was a joke when I had the middle part and long hair.
So who's slopping on his meat?
You.
Apparently,
It's
it's
after-
Oh,
Kylie
what the
Jenner.
hell, dude?
Okay, so I didn't get any of those. Damn it.
No, neither did I.
All right, Miles.
All right.
So for Ben, I figured his first one would be Jake Gyllenhaal, and I know he
Nope.
likes this other dude. Not Jake Gyllenhaal, J.K. Simmons. My bad. I read the J and I read Jake Gyllenhaal right underneath.
Jake
Matthew.
Gyllenhaal's also in my top 10.
But I put Ben Affleck because I don't know. He loves
Damn
that
it.
dude.
I put Ben Affleck. I was gonna put Ben Affleck too.
Oh, bro,
I
the
honestly,
Dunkin'
dude,
commercials, Ben?
I know for a fact the one thing I got right was Matthew with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Garrett, I don't know, any gangster movie actor.
Oh my god.
I don't. I honestly
What kind
don't
of-
know. I put
what
I
kind
put
of-
Bobby De Niro.
Yeah. No.
Bobbert.
Bobbert.
De Niro.
Yeah. So I had Brad Pitt. That's my second favorite. I mean,
Yeah.
Who's the
Ben was
first?
right.
Who's the first?
Ryan Gosling. Ryan
Oh
Gosling.
my, dude, I knew it was
I
one of the
knew
two.
Man, I went to that thing too. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Brad Pitt versus number 1. So I just didn't
I
think
had
of
a
anybody
50-50
else.
chance on which day you picked.
on when I was feeling what sexual innuendos I was feeling that day.
Fair.
All right,
Was I
Miles,
feeling the
who'd
older
you pick?
dude or the?
What was your answer?
Yeah, I put down Jamie Foxx just because out of all the movies I've
Oh!
seen, I remember his roles the most out of the ones I've seen. So
He's an
Who's,
amazing
who's
actor.
your number 1?
No,
I don't
no,
really
Dude,
rank actors.
it
Though.
was-
That's the
His number
thing.
one is
It was
him
hard.
in 10
Yeah,
years.
it was hard. It was hard to think for Miles because I was like, I only know of Miles talking about 3 people: Michael Cera, himself, and not even Jamie Foxx. I couldn't think of the third.
John David Washington. No.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I guess John David Washington. Yeah, but I only picked John
I
David
would say
Washington
he's
because
a pretty good one.
we talked about Black Klansman a lot, and then we kind of
Yeah.
talked about
And
Tenet.
Jonathan Majors.
Oh, I forgot about Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Big
Well, we don't want to bring up
Jonathan
the
Majors
controversy recently.
Big Jonathan Majors.
So how did you come to the conclusion of yours?
Of Jake Gyllenhaal? For you?
Yeah. No, for as your second.
Who's your
best,
Yeah, what's your
pick?
what's your
second
2?
favorite?
Christian Bale.
Ooh.
Oh,
How'd you come to that?
motherfucker!
For
Dude,
me,
Christian Bale puts the most effort into all of his roles
yeah,
compared to any actor, I think.
I'd agree.
I was
Damn it.
And it always works out for him.
I was looking at my letterbox and I was like besides Ryan Reynolds, whose discography do I have rated the highest? And I was like, Jake Gyllenhaal, bro. He's one of my favorites. Bro,
Dude, he's-
Prisoners.
That's really what I did. I went who do I like as actors?
Dude,
Have you
so
guys seen
far what
the
I learned
Jake
from this.
Gyllenhaal Hot Ones interview from last
I
week?
don't watch YouTube like that, so
Oh,
It was
what's the clip
hilarious.
I saw this clip and he was like, he said, whoever did that is like a pussy or someone. And then it
Yeah.
was like, I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
he's like, who the fuck uses a toothpick? And it's like Elizabeth Olsen, and he's like,
He's like,
she was like-
I really, she's
she's
one of the sweetest
nicest
people ever. Yeah.
I love Jake Gyllenhaal.
So far, bro, we all suck ass at knowing each other.
I think I know. I have 1
You know what?
point so far.
I have
Ben
1
has
point.
the problem of only talking to us
I have 2 points.
me and you twice a week, Garrett.
Yeah.
I talk to him every
I,
day, but it's like
I'm
we
gonna
don't
add a
talk
bonus
about
question
movies.
at the end because I've been
Okay.
thinking about it lately.
Okay.
All right, third question: what movie are you embarrassed you haven't seen yet?
Oh, okay. This one
Oh,
I,
I
had a
will say
definitive
this.
answer.
Hey, I have 2.
Yeah, 2.
I have
If we
2.
guess
I have
one of them?
no, I have one personal and then a mainstream answer.
Mm.
Okay.
So one I'm embarrassed myself I haven't seen, and then one other people would be like, "What? You haven't seen that movie?"
Mhm.
Oh, mine's a
Okay.
bit of both.
Miles, I have The Godfather.
Yeah, that was the one definitive answer I had. One of the definitive answers I had.
Damn, bro. For that one, I literally put Miles as dope. I don't have one. I don't know.
For Matthew,
No, I don't watch a lot of movies like that.
for Matthew, I have The Godfather.
For Miles,
For you, Matthew.
that is
Matthew, The Godfather.
yikes.
Is that it?
Does he not know what answer he put down?
Hello,
Dude,
bro.
Oh,
What is he
let's-
doing?
Matthew,
Matthew,
it's not The
what is
Godfather.
what is
Nope.
wrong with you?
Okay,
Okay.
it's not The Godfather.
You
And
just
a little
went
Garrett.
really weird on our screens, and so I got very
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Okay. But what for me?
What was happening?
Random pick. Raging Bull.
I feel like he has
No.
seen that though.
Because I
I
feel like
have
you
literally-
you really like Robert De Niro, and you love boxing, and you love Martin Scorsese.
This makes sense. It's a good pick, but no. Good pick though.
All right.
I've seen bits and
I've
pieces
gotten
of it.
1 point from every round. Started the movie I got 10 minutes in and then turned it off. All right.
Okay.
Matt.
You're next.
Okay. For Garrett, I put Apocalypse Now. He always talks about watching it, but it's still in your watch list. So
That's the pick. Yeah. That's my personal pick.
Good pick.
That's my personal pick.
for Miles, I went superhero. I was like, what's a movie he that's super mainstream, but he hasn't watched? The Dark Knight.
That's a good
Yeah.
pick.
That's a
But I don't care about that.
And then for
I
Ben,
picked-
Raging Bull. Because he loves boxing movies, but he hasn't watched it finished.
Dude,
There's
that
no
shit's
way you
hilarious.
picked Raging Bull too.
Dude. He did. I swear to God. Before the podcast, I talked to him.
That's a great
It's
pick,
hilarious.
but I did
Yeah.
get 15 minutes into it and then turned it off.
Damn.
But that's not the answer.
So
But
But you're
great
so into
pick.
boxing movies. I was like, you
I know.
haven't seen
That's
it yet.
why I really got excited to watch it, and then it was like midnight when I turned it on. Fell asleep.
Man, I feel foolish for my answer now.
for me, for Ben, I put The Godfather just because I don't
That's
know if you've
it.
seen it. Yeah,
That's it.
come on, it's
Damn.
The Godfather. For Miles, like I said, I don't have one, but I just assume because you're probably like, I don't know if I don't watch the movie, it's just because I don't want to watch it. I feel like it's a Miles thing to say.
Pretty accurate.
And then for Matthew, I put Spirited Away because for a dude that loves anime, you've never seen probably the
It's
biggest
just not
studio
my
Ghibli.
type of anime.
That's why I put, but
But no.
All you like is shonen.
I didn't even really like Akira, and that was more shonen. And
which is nuts.
Yeah, but you
I
also
started
watch
Akira
like
a couple
My
weeks ago.
Hero.
bro, it's all over the place. It's so wild.
It's crazy.
Okay.
But
And?
Garrett, you are wrong.
Yeah, I know. You should be ashamed, though. No, I'm just kidding.
Miles.
Male
Wait,
Science.
what'd you pick
once-
for
once-
Miles?
Oh, Miles, I literally put.
He said, "I
have
don't know. I don't have one
Yeah, so I put
because
down.
I'm not going to want to
Miles-
watch the movie." then I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
Miles, the
watch it.
topic got to be like, if I don't watch it, it's because I don't like it.
Actually.
Like, okay. Exactly.
Shut up, Ben. You haven't seen The Godfather.
Neither of you. I got a point off of you.
Yeah, but at least for me, it doesn't matter.
I told you. No. All right, Miles.
I mean, Ben talks about it all the time. I mean, I don't know, anything like The Hobbit or Harry Potter is what I put down.
I've seen all of the
All the
Hobbits.
Harry Potter. Yeah, he's watched
I saw
all
one of them
now.
in theaters.
I know he saw fucking Lord of the Rings. I didn't know he saw The Hobbit, jackass.
I saw the decimation of smog in theaters.
Bro can't even say the
You're a
fucking title.
wild guy.
And then my 12th grade English teacher, he made us watch Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit all semester. That was our class.
Oh, I mean, that'd be kind of fun though.
It was
Yeah.
pretty chill. We didn't have to do anything.
I know. I mean, I don't think he's finished Harry Potter. At least I know he started him, but I don't know if he's finished
I'm still in
the
the second one.
series.
Mm.
Yeah, so I put Harry Potter because I figured he hasn't finished him yet. For Garrett, I'd probably just go in the superhero route because I know he doesn't like watching superheroes. So like, anything to do with like the Avengers.
Oh, that's such a bro.
I've seen most of them, but
How
yeah.
vague can you be?
Dude, I told you in the beginning, these like Garrett and Matthew were the hardest ones for me to pick for because I don't
feel
talk
like
to them about movies.
I feel like I'm kind of a wild card because it could be so many options. So I get it. It was hard. It was hard to sell for Miles too, because Miles talks about like 4 things.
Yeah, but for Matthew, I picked the same route as Garrett. I put Spirited Away, so clearly it wasn't.
It just makes
but
it makes sense, but yeah.
Okay, Matthew, what's your actual answer?
Fight Club.
oh,
Dude,
wow.
you would love Fight Club. That's such a Matthew movie.
Yeah, you would love Fight Club. That's
He's
crazy.
literally Tyler Durden.
So yeah, I had Apocalypse Now. Then I also
Oh, I
had
got a
Schindler's
point.
List because I feel like most
either
filmmakers.
way,
I
I will
also
nominate
thought about
Jesse
putting
for
that down for
those.
Ben.
I've never seen the Schindler's List. I probably feel like every mainstream. You've never seen Schindler's List? Oh, bruh. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go grab dinner real quick. I'll be back.
What a loser.
Okay.
Yeah,
like-
dude, I put question marks next to a lot of these answers because I'm like, you're so.
I looked at
Like
y'all's
the movies you guys
letterboxes for like
watch?
the ones you haven't watched yet.
Well, that's kind of what I
Yeah.
did, but
Going to my letterbox helps you. It does not help you. I haven't touched that app in a long ass time.
I literally updated it a couple days ago. So
Yeah.
for me, for Matthew, it's hard as hell
You okay?
because he doesn't talk about movies like
Yep.
you guys do.
Take bets on what I have for dinner.
Okay.
Chicken and rice. Chicken rice.
I'm gonna go fettuccine Alfredo, garlic bread.
Oh, hold up! I saw him pick something up.
I just saw mozzarella stick popped in the mouth.
A
Was it
mozzarella stick? This guy's
Yeah.
actually
Was
stupid.
it a fry?
It's a cheddar and sour cream Lay's.
Oh, I
Oh.
see,
That's
I
your
saw
dinner?
like round.
Now, main course, pulled pork sandwich.
Mm,
That sounds fire.
What's the side? Just chips.
the chip.
We got a bowl of fruit. And chips.
Oh, cool.
Sound like my grandma.
For eating fruit?
Okay.
With a pulled pork sandwich? It's not a barbecue, bro. You're just eating home
Maybe
dinner
it
at
is.
home.
What the
All
fuck
right.
is Matthew's logic with this?
You only eat fruit with the pulled pork sandwich on, like, at a barbecue.
No, you don't. You eat fruit at
Yes.
any time of the day. You don't
But
have to
not
eat it
with,
just
like,
at a
a
barbecue,
meal.
Matthew.
But not
It's
as a
convenient.
side as a meal.
All right. Fourth question. What decade has the best movies?
Okay, before we start, this one is hella hard.
This
One was hella hard.
not hard.
I will say all of the ones I picked are different decades for each of you. No one has the same.
Okay, let's get it then.
All right. For Miles, I have the 80s.
Yes, sorry. I was doing
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool. I think we all put 80s
Let's
for
go.
Miles. Yeah, we all put 80s for Miles. Yeah.
It
Or
has some of
Matthew,
the
I
best
picked-
movies.
I picked the 2000s, not the 2010s, but the 2000s.
Mhm.
Is that correct? What? And for Garrett, I picked the 90s.
No.
What?
Yes, sir.
Man, I want to go
Right.
next. I want to go next.
Damn.
I go next.
Yeah. No.
Only 1 point each.
So for Ben, I had a hard time, but I eventually just went with the 80s because I know his favorite movie is Back to the Future. For
Wrong.
Garrett, I went 1970s.
Oh shit.
And then Matthew 2010s.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That's another point for your boy. Do you want to go next?
Yeah. So for Garrett, I picked the 90s, but he said that's wrong. But it could have been the 2000s.
Yeah, but you went with 90s. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was sad.
Yes, correct. It is the 2000s.
For Miles,
give
I
yourself
picked
a
the
point.
80s. So I already got that. And then for Ben, I put the 90s.
Wrong.
Damn.
Okay, so for Ben, I put the 2010s.
Correct.
Yep, and oh my god, I got all three of them. And I put the 2010s because most of the 2010s are superhero movies.
Yeah.
Dude loves
Right, but
that.
that's like not. When
I
I
think
was
those
thinking
are,
about
like,
it,
a lot of
those were
better
not the
movies.
movies I was thinking of. That didn't even cross my mind.
Really?
I was
All those
thinking of
animated
Whiplash,
movies.
La La Land, Spotlight, animated movies.
Mitchell's versus Machines.
That came out-
Ford
I
versus
thought they
Ferrari,
came out in
Joker.
2020, I thought.
Mm-mm.
Oh
Was it
yeah, you're right.
2020?
It did.
Why
Mitchell's versus
did I
Machines
think it was
2020.
2019?
And obviously,
I
I
don't
put the 80s for Miles. Obviously, I think collectively it just made
All of this
sense.
stuff.
The
Yeah.
Goonies, Back to the Future,
Matt-
Indiana Jones.
I
And
didn't
then
watch Indiana
Matthew,
Jones, so I don't.
Matthew, I put 2010s, which obviously that was correct. Yeah, so mine was the 2000s. I just feel like mainly nostalgic reasons. So many animated movies, but then like we got all three. We got The Dark Knight,
Super bad.
Batman Begins, Super Bad. So I feel like there's just Harold and Kumar go to White
Man,
Castle.
I never
It's
would
one
have
of my
assumed the
favorite comics.
2000s only because Garrett talks a lot about like Francis Ford Coppola and like
The
those
reason I
guys from like
picked
the
90s is
70s, and
because-
so I went, okay, let's go that route.
The reason I picked the 90s is because like that's when
Goodfellas,
Goodfellas, Fight Club,
yeah,
all that stuff.
Goodfellas,
The
Fight
Lion
Club,
King.
Pulp Fiction.
The Sandlot.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
All good. All good movies, but
But then I was like, I
nostalgia.
could also pick the 2000 because like House Party.
The last question that I gave you guys, I still have one more after this.
Yep.
What's your third favorite movie?
And
This
start
one
us
was
off.
difficult because I have no idea.
Okay. For Miles, I picked Black Klansman.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
A
Mine
good
tossed
pick,
back
but-
and forth, but that's not the one I put down.
Yeah.
I hate you. All right. Matthew, I picked Tenet.
That's a good pick.
Wrong.
Oh my god.
Dude, I was gonna put down some Star Wars movie, but I'm like, I don't know what other fucking movies Matthew likes.
Did I not put a pick for Garrett?
That's
Anything.
wild.
Insert
Just say,
correct answer here.
Just say Blade Runner 2049.
I'm gonna guess
No.
fucking.
I'm going mid 90s.
No,
Is that your
wrong.
second?
Yeah, it's my number
Yeah.
2.
I know.
Okay.
There's two people that I was one off.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
You and Miles.
I can tell
Okay.
you this, Matthew,
no.
like Ben, that you were close because it's like the next
I know.
movie above it.
I know.
Okay.
It's
And
quite
I know the
Garrett?
answer now. I know the answer now.
For Garrett's third favorite, I put Malcolm and Marie.
No.
No?
Wow.
No.
Okay, I feel retarded.
For Miles, I picked The Social Network.
That's the movie I put down.
Let's go!
Oh, good pick, Matthew.
I was like, let's go. And then for Ben, Whiplash. It's
Nope.
not number 1, but it's not number 2.
Dude, I couldn't
Damn.
tell you what fucking Ben's
It's number 4.
Damn
Okay.
it!
So for Ben, I had The Dark Knight.
Nope.
Damn it. For Miles, I got it wrong, but I put Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And I say that because when we were on our way back from Vegas, Miles was like, I don't know if Scott Pilgrim is my actual favorite movie. So I thought you might have were playing with it a little bit.
Dude, I
Maybe
was
it's his comfort
contemplating
movie.
it. Maybe it's
Yeah.
a comfort movie. Maybe it doesn't make the top 10, but it's definitely a movie I'll watch.
But Back to the Future is both my favorite and my comfort movie.
I feel that way.
And then Matthew, I put Avengers Endgame. I thought
What?
that's kind of an out of the box pick,
Dude.
but dude, I have no idea what your favorite movie of all time is either, bro. It's Revenge of the Sith, and then sometimes it's nothing.
Does he
So-
know also what his favorite movie
Yeah.
of all time is besides Revenge of the Sith?
Exactly.
Revenge of the Sith, right? That's your favorite?
That's my number 1, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
That's
that's what
comfort and favorite of all
that's
time.
what I assumed because I'm like I'm
Yeah.
not being stupid right
Okay.
now.
So I didn't get any there.
But my number 2 and number 3 can swap.
Oh, son of a bitch. So for
Is Tenet
Ben,
up there?
is Tenet number 2?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Every
I went the same
round
route as
in
Ben.
this
I
one.
literally went the same route as Ben because I'm like, you talked about that movie and you loved it so much when we watched it. Man,
Yeah,
I
so-
have no
Is
fucking
it-
idea.
Is it The Prestige?
No.
Nolan's
so I
best
put-
movie.
So for Ben, I couldn't think of anything else, so I went Inside. Wait, well, hold up.
Second best.
What- We're not just gonna glaze over what Ben just said, right?
His best
The
movie.
Prestige is
Top 5, but
Nolan's
not.
best. Okay,
Bro,
okay,
there's The
buddy.
Dark Knight. There's Tenet. There's
Memento. I mean, come
Okay, you're
on.
right. It's not the
Interstellar,
best. Second best.
Inception?
Second best.
It's top
The Dark
5.
Knight is his best. Dark
I
Knight's
need
the
to watch
best.
Interstellar still.
And Prestige. Interstellar's okay.
Okay.
Having a good answer to pick for that one question
Okay,
about
Miles.
like what's a movie you haven't seen before. For
I didn't
Ben,
get
I
to catch
I couldn't think anything else, so I put Inside because I know he likes that movie. I know that's probably
be
his
honest,
second.
Did you guys look at my letterbox?
Yeah.
No, I personally didn't look at your letterbox. I looked at these two
I
because
knew it.
thinking I did because I
No, it's
wanted to
not
see if I can get
Inside.
points. But I figured it'd be something like that. Garrett, I put Goodfellas because he has a poster of it.
No, good pick though.
And then
But
as
no.
for Matthew, I picked the same thing Ben did. So
Dude, I'm
What's wrong?
ashamed. I thought mine would be a little easier. So my third is La La Land.
never would
Makes
have
sense.
assumed it was the third one.
Makes sense to me.
It's my
It makes
shit.
sense. And this never would have assumed, like, never would cross my mind.
My third favorite is Spotlight.
What?
Damn, what's funny is I should have known that because I feel like we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
You guys have to watch it. It's the best, in my opinion, the best biopic movie ever. That I've seen.
Ooh, that's a bold ass pick. That's a bold, not pick, but statement.
Yeah. For my
Okay,
third
so-
favorite,
But what,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
what's Matthew's third favorite?
Yeah.
Return of the
Deadpool.
Jedi.
Oh,
Yeah, son of a makes sense.
bitch.
Makes sense.
I'm
Good
so
pick.
excited for it to come back to theaters in a couple of days. Woo!
Kind of wild that you didn't pick Empire though.
No, I hate Empire compared to Return of the Jedi.
Which makes no fucking sense.
So it goes
You are
Revenge of the
delusional,
Sith,
man.
Return, New Hope, Empire.
Matthew, stop acting like a kid and just say Empire is a better movie.
Grow up.
It's not though.
Step out of your footy pajamas
Matthew?
and say it's a better movie.
It's not though.
Matthew, make sure you brush your teeth before you go to bed, and then grow up.
Damn.
It is a better
Before the-
movie, objectively.
Before the before the bonus question, what's the points looking like? I got 5.
Dude, I got like 3, maybe.
I have 4.
I think I
I have
may have
4.
counted another one, so I may have like 2.
I have 4.
Bro,
I was one off on several questions.
Getting all of the years right was premium.
That definitely helped.
All right. What's his bonus question, Benjamin?
Okay. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. What
Who's your
celebrity doesn't have any controversy, but you hate?
Oh,
So it's not like Kevin
See-
Spacey, like you're gonna hate him, but like, what's a celebrity you hate for no reason? Even
Oh,
you might
shit,
have a reason,
okay.
but it's not controversial. And I'm gonna make
So-
so many people mad.
Fuck.
that's easy.
Man,
I know it. Garrett's is Chris Pine.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, that's not hard to guess. He's always like,
He always
hate
shits on him.
Pine.
He's like, fuck that guy. He's like, "Do you have a
Chris
reason?"
Pine, if you're
No.
watching this, hey, I bet you're a great guy, dude. I'd love to go out to lunch sometime. But you're just
tell
not
you
that
how
good of an
bad you
actor. I just don't rock with you, my boy.
Matthew is, dude. I was gonna be like Meryl Streep.
What the fuck?
I haven't
No,
watched a
it's,
lot of her stuff actually, so
Dude, I don't know who Matthew hates. I'm just gonna say Benedict Cumberbatch.
why would I hate Doctor Strange?
I don't know, man. He made a bad movie.
Dude, without controversy in this
And-
is very difficult.
And Miles is.
Do I not like any actors?
It doesn't have to be actors. It's just celebrity.
Oh, a celebrity?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you said actor. My bad.
any celebrity. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Adele.
No, probably not Adele.
I don't know. I just
Bro,
know my
the
answer.
whole
and
time we
Garrett
were in
hates it.
Vegas, I was like, Miles, it's your wife, Adele.
No, and then I said no. It's Kelly Clark.
Kelly
Kelly
Clarkson. This is hard.
If it were really my wife, it'd be '90s Mariah Carey. But we're past that.
Linda Cardellini, actually.
For
Very-
Garrett,
very
yeah,
accurate
Chris
statement.
Pine. For
Yeah.
Ben, I want to say Chris Pratt.
No,
Why would he have beef with Chris Pratt?
I don't
like
know.
Chris
I just
Pratt.
feel like. And then Miles.
Dude, I don't even know. Do I not like him? If you say the answer, I'll probably be like, "Oh, yep, that's correct." Because I can't think of anybody at the
Probably
top.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Bro,
You're just
what?
like, nah,
Who
you know, I don't
hates Sam
rock with him.
Jackson?
He's in my second favorite movie of all time, Matthew.
Okay.
Yeah, and he plays the worst character
No, Leonardo DiCaprio.
just
plays the
because
worst
he
character.
sucks. Because he sucks.
What about Ben, Matthew? Oh no, you already said Ben. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Oh man, okay. For Ben,
Man, Ben is hard.
Whoa. No, I'm
I
not.
can sit underneath your table, bro. I have cameras set up under each of your tables. Don't deny
It
it.
just cuts to a camera in the back of my room.
It just
for Ben,
turns.
I'm gonna say Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton? No.
No, not Will Wheaton. Fuck. I mean, I already said it, so don't count it. But I can't. I'm gonna be pissed. I can't remember the other guy's name. Never
What are you
mind.
trying to think of?
Well, I can't say it out loud just in case it's the right answer. For Matthew, dude, I don't know, bro.
I don't think I ever heard Matthew talk shit about a celebrity that doesn't have controversy.
I'm gonna say the dude from Wednesday because he's got the best chance of dating Jenna Ortega.
He does not.
And you probably hate that man for that. My real answer is I don't even know, dude. I feel like you probably just don't fuck with like Justin Bieber.
What?
And then Miles, I feel like Miles, you're pretty pacifist when it comes to like people in general. But one person you don't like that's a celebrity. Knife to throat, what does he say?
Ben Affleck.
Without controversy, that's the hard part, dude.
Yeah, if it was
Yeah.
if it was with controversy, I could probably guess people's things.
Yeah.
TJ Miller.
But who?
TJ Miller.
Oh,
I'm gonna say
Bro, this sandwich is smacking.
I don't feel like you. I don't feel like you fuck with. You're not a fan of Donald Trump.
Well, yeah, but
Like, he has controversy.
he has
in that, bro.
controversy.
okay, I gotta change it.
got
I'll
a
say
whole-
Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson.
He had a controversy around him for a little bit about that baby thing.
This is just a joke, though. It's a baby
Yeah,
joke.
but it's
It
like-
was fuck.
That's
If it was
Not
with
like
if it was
Kevin,
with
it's not some
controversy,
Kevin
he
Spacey, Woody Allen stuff.
if
Yeah.
it was with
Pete
controversy,
David-
Pete
Pete
Davidson
Davidson.
would be up there.
Okay, that's my guesses. I got none of them right. That's a hard ass question.
I knew
bro.
Garrett's. I knew Garrett's would be Chris Pine because that's,
Yeah, bro, you
that's
guys
a
just
given
got 3
answer.
points.
We
bro.
have
Everyone just got 3 points.
months. We have months of him
months of
saying
Garrett, like, fuck
We
Chris
have
Pine.
literal
War.
video and audio of him saying, "I don't like Chris Pine."
You could probably make a 25-minute video of me just saying Chris Pine.
Probably.
It all started with Wonder Woman 1984. That's the root of it. It's the root of the problem.
He's not even the problem in that movie. She is.
No, he is a major fucking problem because it doesn't even make sense why he's in the movie. Dude should be dead, but
Yeah,
it's
but it's
whatever.
not Chris Pine's fault.
And he also just acts like shit. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Miles, what are your answers?
Yeah, but I
for
put Chris
this?
Pine for Garrett because that's a
Wait,
given.
Miles, who do you think I hate?
Well, dude, I'm going with Garrett because he was the obvious answer. I don't know who you
Oh.
don't hate or who you hate. I was gonna, I don't know, fucking.
You'll never guess. This grape's not good. Bro's gotta check the
Dude.
closet.
Who's the guy that was messing up the DC, bro? Not Will Wheaton.
Oh, John, not John.
Joss Whedon?
Josh Sweet.
Josh
Controversy.
Whedon.
Yeah, that's
Will
controversy.
Wheaton. When you
I
said
thought
Will
you
Wheaton,
were,
I was
I don't
like,
know why I thought you
from
were thinking of
Stand
Will
By Me?
Smith, Garrett. I thought you were thinking of Will Smith for some reason.
I mean, he has controversy.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing. This is so
So
much
does
harder
Joss
without
Whedon.
controversy.
well, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
I
do
don't
hate him a
know.
lot.
Elizabeth Shue. I don't fucking know.
I don't know who that is.
Amy Schumer.
I mean,
do
she,
like her.
oh, Amy. Oh, fuck, dude. Amy Schumer.
That's not my pick, though, but that is a very
That
good
is a
pick.
good pick.
But most
Hey,
men hate
everyone
her.
watching this podcast, use this as a dislike button for Amy Schumer, please. Thank you.
Dislike the
Use the
hell out of
like
her
button
video.
as a dislike button for Amy Schumer.
Either way, like this video, dislike this video, but it means you don't like Amy Schumer.
Yeah. I don't know. Elizabeth Shue
Dude.
because I said so, and
I don't know who that is.
it's
I'm
the
never gonna make
girlfriend.
it into
It's the
Hollywood.
girlfriend from Part 2 of Back to the Future. The girl with the milk from The Boys.
Oh. So
What?
not the one. So not the one I have an autograph from.
Yes.
No. Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Oh,
I
fuck.
have the first girl's autograph.
Yeah, it's not her.
Yeah.
It's the second one. But Matthew, I don't fucking know.
Bro, mine's a
Michael
hard-ass
Keaton.
pick. Why would I dislike?
I don't
Sir
fucking
Michael
know.
Keaton?
It's
Dude,
he's
you
a
know how many
great-
celebrities aren't in controversy that we have to pick from?
and there's there's no reason, and
just
so it's
want an
like I'm
extra
like, I don't fucking
Well,
know.
Garrett has a reason for Chris Pine.
Well, yeah, we know.
dude.
No, well, okay, let's be real. It's not a real reason. It's just his own personal reason.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
not a
mine's
fan
kind
of
of a
him.
personal reason.
I feel
too.
like Garrett said he
Oh,
didn't like
no,
Chris
dude.
Pine once, and then he just. I
Stuck with it.
It's like a stick. I have to stick with it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Dude,
Dude,
I
for
was trying to
Matthew, I
think of
have
an
honestly
analogy,
no
and-
idea.
that was so much worse than whatever I could have. It's like a stick with
Yeah,
it.
but I'll go with my answers there. I don't honestly know because this is a
All right.
very difficult question.
I'll give you mine. Taylor Swift.
What the fuck?
I hate.
Why
Taylor
T-Swift?
I hate Taylor
Would
Swift.
you have controversy?
I don't
She
think
doesn't
so.
make that. She doesn't make that good music. Her fans suck.
Several white
They
women would
don't
disagree
shut
with
up.
you.
They never shut up.
So you don't have a problem with her. You have a problem with her fans.
Yeah,
It's like the
problem
My
with the
Hero
fact that
fan
she's
base.
existing.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
She exists, so her fans exist. She sucks.
I don't like her because of her fans. They're bitches.
Yeah,
That's
but,
wild.
dude, they
For me-
decipher songs like it's fucking film analysis class. They're not
For
that deep.
me,
She's just gone through a breakup. It's not that hard. It's third grade.
Yeah.
oh, for me, I just don't like Brie Larson's acting.
Oh, son of a
Oh,
bitch.
shit.
You have said that on the podcast several times before.
She's not that good of an actress.
Oscars
No,
would
the
say
thing is,
otherwise.
she is. You just only seen
she's
Captain
got-
Marvel.
She's got titties, so
Meh.
that'll make up for it, I guess. Miles?
Dude, once you said Amy Schumer and Pete Davidson, I'm like, shit. I might have to put one of those two down. But I don't like Amy Schumer because of just how she acts. I'll put Amy
Because
Schumer
she
because
can
of
steal
fuck that.
stuff.
Yeah, she's just a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
my answer is Amy Schumer.
If you have to steal jokes from Twitter, you should not be on comedy. You should not be on the stage.
If your name has to be Amy Schumer, you should not be on stage.
I can name you every celebrity I don't like.
Chris Pine, The Rock. I don't
Amy
know.
Schumer.
That's facts. That's facts. Will Smith,
Smith.
hate that fool. Yep. Oh, bro,
All
if I could
because
uppercut Will
an
Smith,
actress. Wrong.
oh, if I could uppercut Will Smith for 50 cents, bro, I'd so do it.
He'd rock.
Only
you.
because he
Dude, I would do it for a
smacked Chris Rock.
fucking chicken
Oh, bro.
sandwich.
It's more than that. That was just like the thing that put me over the edge, bro. He's so arrogant, and it's like a level of cockiness he has that it's like it's.
I was gonna
Man.
say this. I was gonna say Tom Cruise because he's the same way.
But his wife has slept with another dude.
Yeah, bro. No way. Hey, you might have to cut this because I'm gonna ramble a little bit. But there is no way a grown ass man lets another grown man fuck his wife and then slap another man and then let the dude that had sex with your wife interview you.
I wouldn't let that slide.
August Alsina is a G for saying, "Hey man, I know I had sex with your wife, but how was the movie? How was the filming process? How does it feel to be sloppy seconds?" Okay, you can cut all that. I'm done with my rant.
I might just
Will
keep
Smith,
it
you're a
so people
piece
be
of
like,
shit.
what are you talking about? Will Smith is a good guy.
Hey, Jaden
I
Smith, I
like
like
Will
you.
Smith.
Jaden Smith, I like you, but stop with this whole. Can we talk about the economic state of the world? No, bro, no. No one
Can
cares.
we talk about the political and economic state of the world right now?
I just don't
Shane,
like the
we're at
I just
recess.
don't like the Smith family household.
Jada Pinkett Smith, you're a bitch with a capital biatch.
Willow Smith made a bad song with MGK.
Willow Smith, I actually like Willow Smith. She's not bad.
She's
Out
not
of
bad,
all
but she
of
made a
them,
really bad song.
out of all of them, they all suck.
Jaden Smith isn't bad either. He just says a lot of stupid stuff for no reason.
It's not even like it's not like he's offending him, like
It's
that kind of
just out of
stuff. It's just
pocket.
it's actually dumb.
I have a good question. We don't have to put this on the point system, but what's a celebrity that does have controversy that you really fuck with, but you kind of have to keep it
Whoa.
low key?
Ooh,
That you
Whoa.
yeah.
you
Uh-oh.
fuck with them low
Oh.
key. See?
Okay. I'm gonna take a safe route. I'm gonna say Jonathan Majors because innocent until proven guilty.
For Garrett,
I
I'm
mean, I
picking
don't
Michael
Safety
Jackson.
It's a great pick. But
What
I do
the
love
hell?
Michael Jackson, but there's one guy that's way worse that I like a
Oh
lot.
fuck, really?
Come on,
R. Kelly.
Kevin Spacey.
Kanye West.
Yeah,
Oh, son of a bitch! What?
Kanye
I'm
West.
a retarded
You know
with a
what?
capital arted.
Number 2 for celebrities I hate. Kanye West is number 2. Taylor Swift, Kanye West.
Wow.
I understand it.
Damn,
I mean,
Kanye
I hate Kanye too, but I love Kanye. He made Graduation.
Hold up. At that point, do you love him or do you love his music?
No, I do love his. If you know me, I last year spent like 6 months raving about his documentary.
He did.
I do love Kanye.
I was there.
I do love Kanye a
I
lot.
was there for part of it.
It's okay, man. He watched 21 Jump Street. He's all clean now.
Yeah. Shout out Jonah Hill.
He's a real one.
Saved an entire race.
Did he? What
Did
do you
he,
think
though?
Kanye would have done?
He would have
What would've he
tweeted out
done?
DEFCON 6.
Again?
He would have gone to 6.
Dude, what if
Can't
Kanye?
believe-
What if Kanye put on his Instagram? Just watch 21 Jump Street. Man, I hate them even more now. No,
No,
that
I
would
just watched. I just watched 22 Jump Street. Never mind.
I take it back.
Imagine we see that. Imagine we see that. We see that post
like-
tomorrow morning.
He's like Jonah Hill. You're tread lightly.
Sleep with one eye open, buddy.
My name is
Is there a movie that you guys have watched that everybody loves but you hate?
Yes.
Hold on.
What movie?
Ridiculous.
I just stated it.
I didn't hear you, Matthew. You're far away from your
Pulp
microphone.
Fiction.
Oh,
True.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
no, he's
Well,
saying
overhyped, in
that's
my
his
opinion.
responses.
I was
to
like,
his
I don't know
answer.
what
That's-
ridiculous is.
No, that is a ridiculous answer. I get it. It's opinionated. Ridiculous. A movie that everyone likes that I don't. That's a hard question.
A movie everybody
Inception.
loves, but you
Interstellar.
Mm,
I don't hate the movie. I just don't nearly hold it as high as everyone else.
That makes
Ben?
sense.
Cheers.
Jello.
I feel like me and Miles don't really like
Pringle.
hate on a lot of movies.
Well, my thought process is if I don't like the movie to begin with
No.
before seeing it, I'm not going to go watch
Bird
it.
Box.
Oh, yeah, Matthew, you
Bird
like
Box
shit
is
on Bird
crap.
Box. He's mentioned that
Bird
on the pod
Box?
before.
I feel like there's just, but I guess a lot of people did like Bird Box.
I feel like no
Like,
one's talked
bro,
about Bird Box since like
concept-
2018.
Like concept dope, execution fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the most passionate he's gotten about anything.
Bro, fuck Bird
Yeah,
Box.
Even the
bro.
And
Star
it's-
Wars episode, he wasn't this
And it's
passionate.
Bird Box of all things. A Sandra Bullock film.
Like, bro,
Yo,
love the
alright,
blind
but
side,
let's
love
be
Sandra
real.
Bullock, but fuck
Sandra
Bird
Bullock?
Box.
Why the hell do you like Sandra Bullock?
Sandra Bullock.
She's bad.
She's a good actress too.
I
That's
like how
what I'm saying.
Garrett's like, yeah, she's a good actress too, guys. Come on.
You guys seen Miss Congeniality?
Miss Congeniality?
Of course.
I was about
I have
to say
a-
Miss Congenialysis.
I have a pick, but it's kind of weird because like I haven't seen the movie since I was a kid, but I remember when I was watching it, like The Princess Bride. Dude, I hated that shit when I was a kid.
Thank you.
But I
Thank
haven't
you.
seen it since I was like 8, so my opinion might be different now.
Dude, that
No, it's still
God
ass, man. It's still ass,
pains me.
Garrett. It
My
is still
thing
ass.
is like
pains me.
my thing is if you're a kid and you don't like a movie, there's a problem. There's a
Pains
problem.
me. Princess Bride is fire. But you know what sucks?
The
Monty
never-ending
Python
story.
and the Holy Grail.
Let's
Yeah.
disagree. They
You know
both
what's
suck
funny,
dick.
Ben? You know what's funny, Ben, is I was working at the movie theater over Christmas break, this military dude, and he was just quoting it the whole time he was ordering food.
I watched
I
it,
was like,
didn't
bro,
laugh once. There's nothing funny about that movie.
Miles, Matthew, bro, just order your food and shut the fuck up.
Okay, there's one thing in that movie that is take it back. It's one thing that's funny, and it's the coconuts, but it's only funny for 2 minutes. Then they do the rest of the movie.
You gotta.
Wow.
I was a kid and I watched that movie, and I think it's a good movie for when I was a
It's dumb.
kid.
It's
But
dumb.
it's dumb as shit. They're all Monty Python is dumb as shit no matter what movie you
I
watch.
get that that's the point, but it's bad. Princess Bride is dumb, but it's good.
I think it's the opposite. I think it's dumb and
Oh.
shit.
Well, I
All
think
three
you're
of the-
good, but dumb.
All 3 of the Blades are pretty ass.
Yeah,
And- People like those a lot.
a lot of the action movies are garbage.
Blade. Yeah.
Oh, what?
They made more bad
X-Men.
movies than they made movies.
Yeah.
Um,
Damn, I'm thinking about it now. There's a lot of movies that people like that I just don't rock with. But like franchise-wise.
franchise-wise,
'Cause,
yeah.
like,
I don't fuck with the
Fast and
prequels.
Furious.
Well, because like Fast
Same.
8, people really like Fast 8. Not a fan.
Not that good, bro. It's just not that
Dude,
Fast
good.
okay,
7 though. Fast
let
7
us-
is fire.
Let us
Fast
be, let's
7
be
was
honest.
fire. Fast 9, meh. Fast 10's gonna be.
Let's be honest. Over half of the Fast and Furious movies are garbage. 1 and
I don't
2 are maybe
know.
good. 5 and 7.
1 through 5.
So
And then
Not even
that's
1 through
7.
5. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 are whatever. 5 is
You don't like
okay.
Tokyo Drift?
Dude, I don't care about Tokyo Drift. I watched the first two. I'm like, this is good.
Fast 1, Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift,
Bro,
Fast 5, and Fast 7. That's probably it. Fast
Maybe.
6 isn't terrible.
But
it's, like,
it's whatever
boring.
in comparison.
It's very forgettable.
You
it's
would
very
assume
forgettable.
Based upon driving, they'd somehow manage to draw it out. They wouldn't manage how to draw it out, but they still somehow do.
Mm-hmm.
Lemonade
Oh,
Mouth
yeah.
is the best Disney musical from Disney Channel.
And that came out of nowhere. But I
don't know
would
about that.
disagree. I would
High School
disagree.
Musical 3.
The
Well,
third
High School
one?
Musical 1.
I was not expecting that from Matthew. It's a good movie, but I
Miles
was gonna
looks
say
like a Camp Rock 2 kind of kid.
Teen Beach, bro. Teen Beach
Yeah,
movie.
Teen Beach movie.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, but you look like a Camp Rock kid.
Who?
I can't stop singing. Don't make it stop. Don't make it stop.
I won't even
Am
lie,
I
dude. As a
really
kid, I
just a
had no interest in watching Camp Rock. I'm
Camp
like,
Rock.
what's the point of this movie?
Dude, when Joe Jonas finds out that she was lying about like not being from somewhere famous, ugh, I can't
Okay.
believe you lied.
But
Okay, buddy.
introducing me, fire.
Mhm.
Fire.
This is my thing with Camp Rock is they have really good music, but that's because they have the Jonas Brothers. If they brought any other three schmucks and put them in a band, those movies would flop.
Probably.
True.
Well, it's because the Jonas Brothers were hot at the time.
Yeah, and the thing is Demi Lovato
At the
after that she got Sunny with a Chance. And if she didn't. And it's Sunny with a Chance. She was what? Mid.
Sonny with a Chance is
I
a
have beef
fever
with that
dream.
show.
What happened? There was nothing in that show.
Basically,
I
all that
remember
happened.
one skit.
I
was-
rewatched it last summer.
Sterling Knight and what the Demi
What happened
Lovato.
to that guy?
They
Well,
got
no, so
together in that
literally-
show. And that's all I fucking remember.
It's literally like their show called things
So
like
So
So
Random.
random.
Yeah, and then
I remember that
Mackenzie-
show more.
So
Mackenzie
random. It's hard to
Falls.
get down.
Yeah, Mackenzie Falls is the other show, and it's literally the whole show is about which is a better show.
Yeah, they just beef the entire time.
Yeah, and then Demi Lovato and Sterling Knight kind of have a fling, and then like they win an award, and he's like So Random wins an award, and Sterling Knight's like, damn, I wish Mackenzie Falls would have won. And she makes a joke, Demi Lovato does, and she's like, well, go to recount, and he does, and then Mackenzie Falls wins, and they break up, and shit's stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything of that. And
Yeah,
I
neither
watched
do
that
I.
show.
Dude,
I
Yeah.
did not.
it's hilarious. 'Cause I only remember the third season, and that's when like all the new people came on, and like there's no Demi Lovato whatsoever.
Yeah, not a single bit of her. You know
I
what?
remember
You know why?
so
'Cause
random
she
when they
was-
made the
in
spin-off
rehab,
show for it.
right?
And I only remember one skit, and it
Sorry.
was like Jack Sparrow, but they dressed him up as
As
like
an
a
actual
bird.
bird. Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
Yeah.
that's the
that.
only thing I remember.
I remember one where it was like Voldemort works at a grocery store, and a guy comes in very hairy and he pots plants, and so he's like Harry Potter. It's
The
a
best
stupid
episode-
ass skit.
The best
Oh.
episode of Sunny with a Chance though is when Selena Gomez comes on to play Demi Lovato in this show, and Selena Gomez is like asking for tips from Demi. She's like, I think she would act like this, and she's like, no, I think she'd probably be more of a pretentious, and she's just like completely shitting on her, and Demi Lovato is just sitting there like, it's pretty funny.
Selena
No,
Gomez?
that's like
Selena Gomez seems like a very chill person.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see? Oh, I don't know what it was, but like Selena Gomez, she like posted something,
Yeah.
and her fans started like shitting on this thing, and she was like, "Don't do that! Stop! I don't want that to happen." And I was like, "That's why I like you. That's why I like
Wasn't
you."
it like a couple weeks ago? Like she posted
Do you
something.
know
and
what
then
it
Hailey
was?
Bieber posted something,
I
and then something else
I remember.
happened.
You guys
Is
want
that
me
what
to
it
explain?
was?
I'll explain the drama to you.
Sure.
Here's the
because
tea.
I heard it on another podcast of a guy explaining the entire drama. So basically, Selena Gomez posted a video of her like doing her makeup, and she like does her eyebrows or something, and she makes like some comment that was like completely not ill-willed or anything, and someone's like, "Oh, she's talking about Hailey Bieber," and so everyone goes over and starts trolling Hailey Bieber, and then Hailey Bieber says some shit that like is trolling Selena on purpose, and then everyone somehow Justin gets in the mix of like because they used to date.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it
Wild.
was something about an eyebrow.
Gotta keep an eye out for Celine. That's that Nicki Minaj line. Gotta keep an eye out for Celine.
You know what? That's also a celebrity I hate.
Nicki Minaj.
But on top, you know who I hate more than her?
Cardi B.
Well,
Bill
that's
Cosby of
valid. You know,
women.
she likes to roofie people.
The Bill Cosby
You
of
know.
women.
Hey, Cardi
And it
B, if
gets
you're
just
watching
glossed
this, never
over.
mind. Never mind.
If you're watching this,
I was about to say, and
Cardi B, if you're watching this, I will stop
Stop.
with this podcast.
if Cardi B watches our podcast, we're probably doing something pretty right, though.
Yeah, that's
Wild.
true.
if our
Yeah.
one fan is Cardi B, I'm stopping it.
Yeah,
We're
how
not
would I
doing this
feel?
anymore.
How would I feel about that? I don't know how I'd feel.
I'd
Dude,
be
next thing you
pissed.
see on her Instagram story, it's like, don't listen to these guys.
See, well,
Oh,
I'd be
shit.
pissed, but I think it'd be funny because then that means Offset probably watches us, which then means the Migos probably watch us, which means we probably know Drake. So,
Okay.
you know,
Products by association.
moral of the story though is
That'll
me
be
and
a
Ben
bit.
tied at 5.
True.
I had 5 as well.
So me,
Alright.
Matthew, and Ben
No,
tied at
it's not
5.
that special.
I got 3.
It's only special that Miles sucks.
All right, I think that wraps it up for this podcast.
Jesus.
This was a little all over the place towards the end.
Oh my
If you made it all,
god.
if you made it all the way through, you were a real one. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this podcast. We appreciate it a lot. Yeah, we'll see you next
Hashtag
week.
cancel Schumer.
Yeah, hashtag
Yeah.
cancel Schumer. Hashtag Ben's got a big butt. That's it. That'll do it.
It stains.
We're out.
Deuces.
Ben's got the cheeks.